What is it that people say? If you're talking with a stick in the mud, or you're interacting with a stick in the mud, grab the stick and draw a dick in the mud. Come, all ye singles, gather to me. We shall drown out our sorrows with high-grade tea. As I'm sure everybody knows, it is Valentine's Day. And there have been lots of different things that a lot of YouTubers and other people, very cool people on the internet, have been doing. But for me, I have nothing prepared. I am still trying to work on stuff. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to get the things I wanted to release today out in time, so I'm just drinking tea. Today, we'll be drinking some white tea pearls. Now, where exactly are these from? I have no idea. I know, so I'm sorry about that, but these were actually just given to me by a friend from like a different tea company, so I don't know the origin or too much about them. For this bag, it was like white pearls, and then the steeping instructions were 1 teaspoon for 1 cup. And I'm like, huh? What does that mean? This is not loose leaf tea. These are in pearls. There is no way to get tea in a teaspoon format unless I just pound the absolute bonkers. I pound the cat balls out of this tea ball. I gave my friend some quote-unquote dragon eyes or phoenix eyes jasmine, and it's basically just it's just tiny pearls of white tea, usually like 2 buds and then 1 jasmine leaf intertwined or hand rolled into a nice ball shape. And then they're giving cool names like Dragon Ball or Phoenix Eye or stuff like that. Personally, I think it's a very delicious way to enjoy it. At the very least, for the one that I gave to my friend and I shared with a little bit, the pearls themselves were just incredibly sweet. And that kind of mellow flavor of the white tea just worked wonderfully with the sharpness of the jasmine. But like the tea wasn't just mellow, it was like a little bit sweet itself. Maybe that was the jasmine too. But it wasn't too sharp. It was just like a perfect balance of like crisp and juicy and sweet. It was a really juicy tea. Like, it's a little bit weird saying that, but like, ah man, I wish I could just flood the taste into your mouths. It was a really juicy tea. It tasted like jasmine tea, but then like you could almost taste like some sort of extra element, some juice out of the jasmine and with the white tea combined. It was really, really good. Also, I think I'm gonna pour the tea now. I should be ready. I definitely gave this sucker. Oh god, enough time to steep. Oh, okay. Yes, we are a nice tan. Kind of like a dull orange, yellow, brownish. All of it combined. I haven't had white tea in a little bit. It's been a hot minute. And this is different from my normal white tea, although it's a little bit weird to say how. If I'm gonna make a comparison, it's like this is a little bit of a younger white tea. It tastes less, oh shoot. It tastes less mellow. This is weird to say. It's a juicier tea. It's kind of like white tea is very similar to a pu'er, where the flavor just kind of tastes more complex or mellower as the tea ages. Although unlike pu'er, a white tea isn't fermented. It's just that the tea has been so little oxidized that it just ages like a fine wine. Yes, white tea is like a fine wine. Not gonna lie, I don't know why, but the tea's making me want to burp right now. It's warming up my insides, that's for sure. Actually, I forgot to smell the tea in the pot too. It's very important to smell the pot. Wait. Oh my god, I said it again! I really need to watch my words. Where's your tea? I will send you an aromatic email. I will send you an aromatic Discord message. One that if you just sniff your screen, you will be able to inhale the wonderful aromas of LEDs. Ooh, I also have a black tea from Japan, which is really, really good. Japan is not very well known for black tea, and I don't think it uses like the most precious tea leaves specifically for black tea. But the one I do have, it was really good. I went to like this tea store that has like this very traditional like store of like back in the old days. It was basically just like a 500 yen coin shop, and even to this day they still have like offerings of tea for 500 yen. And so like I just got this big bag of basically, it's like peach scented or like stone fruit or that type of, you know, aroma tea. And there actually is no... The answer to the question is I love tea more than anything. Oh my god, I think I do. At the very least, I know so much that it definitely transcends, like, you know, it is gone beyond platonic love. This is a species, this is an interspecies love here. Cabbage and tea. Camellia sinensis. This is a story told nowhere other than this channel because the premise is so stupid that only someone equally stupid could come up with it. But yeah, even though the Japanese black tea has no like actual peach in it, it does kind of feel like it is a little bit fruit flavored. It's super, super aromatic and like not too floral, but it's very like fruit pilled, fruit coated, fruit fragrance. Either way, it's a very, very sweet tea. I will be honest, sometimes I do like to shit on Earl Grey, but it's mostly just for the memes, and it's because like it's a tea that a lot of people know, and I don't shame it for that. It's just that sometimes because of that, because it's so popular, sometimes it gets made with less than quality ingredients, and it, you know, it makes me shed a small tear. But Earl Grey is really nice. I haven't had it in a very long time though, mostly because I've been drinking loose leaf, and for whatever reason, because of what is in the Earl Grey, when I drink it loose leaf in like a teapot, like the aroma and the flavor of the tea like soaks into the pot so deeply that when I try to drink another tea, like the flavors from the Earl Grey stay inside the pot. And overall, it's a nightmare because then I have to clean the pot out with like vinegar and... not gonna lie, I probably should do that more often. Oh my god, this was supposed to be drowning out our sorrows tea, but I'm just yapping right now. It is literally just me talking about my tea collection, and I don't know how to feel about that because I feel like one single question is enough to just get me into like a 5-hour long tangent if I want to talk about this stuff. I know that sometimes we talk about like parasocial relationship. I do have like some all the parasocial. Yes, I know. Like, I do. When it comes to chai, I am very, very in our life. I am parasocial. I have some box chai, and unfortunately, I don't have like any milk each other, or we sort of know other people. Actually, you know what? But like very loosely. You know what I could do right now? I could do right now, Sarah. But I do think that like the fact that even though our interests don't align too much, non-flavored we're willing to connect over just like even small things. Since the protein powder is made from whey, it still has a bit of taste. Chill with other people, and I think that's a really beautiful thing. So I mean, the relationship is that the streamer just talks as my milk supplement. And I will talk my cap balls off. Protein. I feel like especially nowadays, people are looking at their computers or phones for everything. Which is just how bad would I be if I did that? So bad for sleep. On a everybody just relies on their phones or their computers or whatever. It's bad. And also, like, if you're studying, then you might be drinking like tea or coffee or some other sort of caffeine. Maybe that'll be my adventure for tomorrow. Everything about the current world is just bad for actual physical function. I will say that. Oh god, no! This is such a terrible idea. I have to do it. I have to do it. It's so bad. Oh no! Never let this get word, or never let this word get out to anybody. This is only a bad idea. I don't think this can end out well. But if it does taste halfway decent, I will let you know, because I will probably blue sky text about it, or at least I'll comment about it. What if it ends up tasting really good? Right? I think, all jokes aside, all self-deprecation for humor aside, I think this might actually be a revolution in drinking chai. I think I can get my protein fix along with my delicious chai supple, with my delicious chai enjoyment, and I'll heat it up as well so that it'll be more easy to digest and it'll just be even more delicious. I think it'll work because the protein powder has still a very slight milky taste. You know what? I'll do it first thing tomorrow. I will not drink my normal tea. I will eschew it. I will shove my regular tea habits under the bus, let it get run over, and in the treads, I will just offer a little bit of chai. Trashy Tazo box chai. Okay, it's not Tazo that's trashy, it's me that's trashy. I will use the Tazo box chai from Costco, and I will enjoy it with some nice not lactose-free, flavor-free protein powder. Yes, you have given me a new thing for me to experience, and I have to appreciate you for that. This is a wonderfully bad idea, and I'm excited to let you know though. Like, is this how the people discover good combos? Like, who came up with peanut butter and jelly? Maybe you're onto something? Maybe. As we know, recipes are just culinary memes. Because memes, in their truest format, they're just culture. And what is culture but food? So this might be a very new culinary meme, a new culinary norm that is just waiting to explode upon the world. I will see. It might be pretty good. Costco, my love. I know, right? Although I don't drive nearly as much, I felt like when I was driving a lot for work, I literally saved more money on Costco, like of the subscription. Like, I literally just saved it on gas money alone, let alone the actual cost of groceries and just the nice products they have. Because, like, you know, the Kirkland stuff is just good quality. Recently, I found these mochi gummies over at the Costco, and they pair really, really well with tea. Because they're just, like, not too sweet, but they are, like, somewhat sweet. They have a surprising amount of sugar. But, like, I don't have to worry about that right now, because, like, right now, I have been eating fewer calories than I probably should. So, like, it's almost like I have an allowance to eat junk food every day because, like, I don't know. I've been doing this weird efficiency thing where, like, I've been eating all my protein and my macronutrients, and, you know, my fat, my protein, my carbohydrates. I've basically just been eating them, like, all super, super efficiently, like, super high protein, and, like, I've been getting some fat. So, like, I'll eat, like, really high protein tofu and beans and stuff, and, like, those are pretty low carb, and, like, I make pasta with, like, whatever. And then I'm like, shoot, I need more calories. Otherwise, I am not going to be able to sustain myself well. And so I'm like, okay, guess I'll just eat junk food. I love Kirkland. Yes, we do stand Kirkland. Valentine's Day is a very good day to profess your love for Kirkland. Give me just a sec. I need to get some more water for tea, and then we can chat a little bit more until, at the very least, I feel like I'd rather lay down and use a heat pad on my back. Ugh, that makes me sound old. I swear, I'm a fresh young cabbage. My leaves are still green. I've not shriveled. I'm very tasty, but please don't eat me. I'm just really running by the seat of my pants when it comes to the lore. It just kind of spontaneously erupts into existence. Literally, I didn't want to think of, like, a lore for my debut. I didn't even technically debut. It was like 30 seconds where, boom, suddenly cabbage spawned into existence. When I was drawn... Oh god, I'm not really gonna tell this. Basically, there's a small wordplay with cabbage in which you just replace the first B with a T and you get catbage. So basically, when I was drawn, my mother also drew me with cat ears. So I am technically a cat bitch, but it doesn't show here because this particular model doesn't have it, and the cat ears were never finished with the model. So, but I guess, like, originally I did have, like, the option for cat ears because I just thought it was stupid. I do a lot of things just for the bit, you see, and for whatever reason I decided that the muskrats ate my ears like a couple days ago. So it's very stupid, but I thought it was funny, so I did it. As a VTuber, I don't intend to be just a streamer. I have lots of other ideas in the works, but it's just like, I feel like there have been lots of small obstacles that I've just sort of been clearing one by one. But I still feel like I'm getting nowhere with it. What were the pre-meds I know doing in their junior year? I feel like they were all just waking up at 6 a.m. to go to the hospital. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Well, I'd say that I will stick with my engineering, but honestly, I'm kind of getting suffocated by the culture of engineering and a lot of STEM jobs, so it's like, I'm looking for new opportunities. I have considered going back to school, but let's be real. In this economy, what kind of engineering do I do? I did a major for mechanical engineering. As to why I did, it's very embarrassing, but it's because the girl I liked did that. And it wasn't until after I declared my major that I stopped being into her. So, yeah, I just kind of stuck with it. Thankfully, I don't hate it. But I do kind of hate the people and some of the culture of like the previous job I worked. Yeah. And especially now, it just kind of feels like even now, engineering can kind of feel like a quote-unquote boys club, which is just really disgusting. Because like, previously I would like talk with my coworkers, and then suddenly they would just like start shit-talking women out of nowhere, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Like literally, you have, why are you just talking about the security guard who is probably the best one in this like factory, and like now you're just talking bad about them for no reason, and I'm just like, okay, get me out of here. And like, granted, I understand that human rights do not apply to me because I am a cabbage. But at the very least, a lot of the people I interact with are like humanoid, if not completely human. So like, at the very least, like, human rights does make sense. At the very least, you know, if you interact with humans in general. Why did I want to start VTubing? I mean, I wanted to start at the very least like a channel on YouTube for a very long time. First, it was for like music and stuff. That was like when I was a kid. Then I gave up all for that until college. And then I was about to start like doing VTubing and also college, or also a music channel. And then the pandemic happened, so all of that got pushed aside. So I decided, you know what, I'll wait for a little bit. Things are unsteady. I will wait for things to tide over. I will graduate. I will get my bachelor's. I will get a job, and then I will start my stuff again. And then that sort of happened, but also I broke my ankle right after right before I was about to start my channel and stuff. And so I held off on stuff again. Basically, I've always wanted to just like have a channel and just do stuff because I think it's fun. I think especially now that I'm away from a lot of like just like very rigid and kind of boring engineering types, and I've been talking with a lot more people that are in like creative stuff. I think that honestly, just like making stuff and just like streaming, doing VTuber stuff, it's just fun, you know. Like I've been watching VTubers since like 2019. Back when basically they were only in Japanese, and I was like, wow, that actually sounds really fun. Not gonna lie, I kind of am very nostalgic for the old Nico Nico format where like the chats would scroll across the stream from right to left. I don't know why, but there's just something really, really funny about it that I'm kind of considering doing with my streams as well, but I have to figure out how to set that up. So yeah, I'm just doing it because I thought it'd be fun. And of course, if I'm able to, you know, share my antics and my humor with other people, if other people enjoy what I'm doing, that's a bonus. But I guess the main thing is to satisfy my own desires. To just make stuff and humor myself, honestly. So yeah, it's greed. It's just pure self-desire to just do stuff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is for me, not you. I am a greedy cabbage. Cabbage in Israel, an arc. Exactly. I won't say it's an arc, it is a lifestyle. My first game I ever streamed on the YouTubes was Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. And I am part of the Turnip Mafia, and I guess if I had a fan group, I'd call them the Cabal. Because we like to do a lot of crimes, you see. But I don't actually know like a name for, you know, the fans yet. Still figuring that out. I love Turnip Boy. Oh my god, yes. Turnip Boy is so great. Like, I played Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. Was it relatively recently? Let me check. I think it was a few months ago now. God, actually, you know what? Don't watch my Turnip Boy VOD because the accents were terrible. It is so cringe. But when was the Turnip Boy? When was? Oh, what? My God, it was 4 months ago already. Oh my God. But yeah, it was very fun. I played Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion first, and then that was when I was still doing like, that was when I basically had no filters on my mic, and I just sounded like crunchy leaves all the time. And then I played Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, and oh my God. It was everything I could ask for in a sequel. One of my friends said it was a little bit too much, but like, or like, I felt like it was trying too hard. But I could definitely feel that like literally everything in the game was a reference, and I just thought it was beautiful. It was just a hodgepodge of it's like, it was so over the top, and they rolled with it so well, I think. I do dance and sing. Yo, that's so cool! Wanted to post dance and vocal covers. Yo, if you get the chance, you should. There is no need to be shy. We are on the internet. And even right now, many people besides me are living their dumbest selves. Or at least, you know, their boldest. What am I trying to say here? We're just trying to be our truth. We're trying to be our truth, and we're trying to be not embarrassed about it. Granted, oh god, I have so many cringe things in the works. But like, I think they make me laugh. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna roll with it. I think it's a good mindset to have. Yeah. I think especially when, for me, college was a lot about just like, oh my god, I need to do this thing perfectly, or I need to like not try to do too many crazy things with my work, because otherwise I will probably get penalized for it, and then that is bad, and then my grades tumble and GPA go by, and then goodbye internship, and then goodbye job, and goodbye everything after college. And you know what? That's surprisingly, who would have thought that a mindset where you have to box yourself in and do only very safe things would be toxic? Wow. Who would have thought of that? Yeah, so I think it's a great place to express yourself. The YouTubes or the Twitches. Being able to just work solely on something I'm really invested in and just go pure passion on it it's honestly even been really, really good for my mental health. Because before I just kind of felt like every day was just a drain. And granted, it might have been because I was really, really in the thick of my injury, but like, it's been a lot of fun running this channel. I gotta be real. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope it stays that way. Thankfully, I am one of those people who kind of just is capable of entertaining myself. Granted, you know what? No, I take that back. There is a stream for everybody. People who don't talk can still be good streamers. There is no definition of a good stream. Because some people do like those more ambient streams where it's just very chill and low-key. But like, I feel like generally I do fare towards the more upbeat solely just because it feels good to laugh. And it feels good to be a little bit more relaxed. And when I do that, it just means I talk more. I just have a lot of ideas, and being able to just unleash them all is very fun. Actually, that reminds me, I need to restock my ass because currently I am out of things to pull from it, and I need more things to pull from it to keep the stream going. So I need to restock my ass. This is very important. Give me like 5 seconds. Okay, I have restocked the ass. I'm ready to pull things from it. I'm a little bit shy, but you know what? The more I stream, maybe the more unhinged I'll get. Granted, as you can see, I already say some stuff. I say some shit. And I say shit because that is a word I'm pulling on my ass right now. No, I just come up with stupid stuff. Because like, you know the phrase, I like to pull stuff out of my ass? Well, I just imagine, you know, eventually you run out of things to say, so you gotta restock it. You gotta, when you find more things to say, it's like you're restocking your ass. That logic's out, right? I'll take your laughter as an agreement. No, this is why I stream, because if I didn't stream, I would never probably have the right context to be able to say something funny like that. Makes sense to me? Good! I'm trademarking that. I am gonna make all the monies. Let me restock my ass so I can pull more shit out of it. Oh god. The older I get, the more childish I become. Let's only hope that becoming younger in mind will help me from avoiding the pains of the 30s. Granted, I'm only halfway there, but you know. Time never stops for anyone. I'm using from this now on. Good! This is a meme to share. I feel like this is something, you know what, this will be my contribution to the world. It will not be any engineering that I do. I will not have come up with any great novel innovation or invention. I will not be the next Einstein. I will be... My contribution to the world will just be the most stupid memes imaginable. If we didn't live in a society full of memes, I can only imagine just how sad of a world that would be, wouldn't it? Memes are my life. In the same way. That's good. I feel like getting older doesn't necessarily mean you have to sound quote-unquote older. I feel like sounding older sometimes means that you just stop being creative or silly or fun, or it's basically just a bunch of killjoys trying to impose their own like lack of joy in their life to other people. It's like, what is it that people say? If you're talking with a stick in the mud, or you're interacting with a stick in the mud, grab the stick and draw a dick in the mud. I've never heard that one. I know, it's because I made it up too. Yeah, I feel like people think once you're older, you gotta be all serious. Yeah, I feel that. And like, I guess it also just comes with like, when you start getting into a professional field, especially like medicine and stuff, and like, don't get me wrong. I feel like in certain situations, acting professional is nice, because you don't want your doctor, per se, to be cracking memes and stupid jokes about like, oh, hey, how broken inside are you? Or something like that. I feel like that'd be bad. We all have specific personas to play at certain times, but it doesn't mean that we only need to exist as one of them. We can be as varied and we can be as creative and as diverse as we want to be, personality-wise. This is because we are human. Oh, wait, shit, I can't say that. I'm not human. This is because we breathe. So my mother is a duck. I am a cabbage. And my brother is literally just the sun. We have a very, very good synergy going. I give brother, well, no, brother gives me power. Muscle! I'm trying to imitate Terry Crews, but like, I don't know if my neighbor's gonna get me a noise complaint. And then I give the sun nothing, actually. You know what? I feel like a parasite. Oh, this is not good. Yo, bro, photosynthesis collab then. You know what? That's a great name. Do you want trademark on that? Do you want copyright? We'll get a shout out at least. For those of you who are just lurking, and those of you who have been chatting, I thank you very, very much for coming to stop by the stream because, well, it's fun to talk with all of you and just hang out. I hope that whatever you are doing, that, you know, fortune meets you in the path that you're taking in your life, and that you're able to find some happiness, even if school sucks ass. Even if what you're doing is a little bit of a struggle. I do wish you all happiness, because that's all we can wish for each other in this world. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for coming by to hang out and just say hi. Well, let's have some tea again later. Let's cabbage. Bye-bye.